Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back with me. My name is Muhammad Fauzi Irawanto, and I'm from D class. First, I would like to say that Marhaban ya Ramadan. May Allah always bless us. And today, I would like to explain about three materials. The first is phonological rules, and then assimilation, and the last is insertion. So, let's begin to the first material. So, a phonological rule is a formal way of expressing a systematic phonological or morphonological process or diachronic sound change in language. Phonological rules are commonly used in generative phonology as a notation to capture sound-related operation and computation the human brain performs when producing or comprehending spoken language. They may use phonetic notation or distinctive features or both. According to the John Goldsmith opinion, defines that phonological rules as mapping between two different levels of sound representation. In this case, the abstract or underlying level and the surface level. And according to the Bruce Hayes, describe them as generalization about the different ways of a sound can be pronounced in different environments. That is to say, phonological rules describe how a speaker goes from the abstract representation stored in their brain to the actual sound they articulate when they speak. So, in general, phonological rules start with the underlying representation of a sound and yield the final surface form, or what the speaker actually pronounces. When an underlying form has multiple surface forms, this is often referred to as allophony. For example, the English plural written as may be pronounced as cats and then caps or peas. Or when we find word bus and then it can be pronounced as basis. So these forms are all theorized to be stored mentally as the same as, but the surface pronunciation are derived through a phonological rule. And then the types of phonological rules can be roughly divided into four types, but I will explain assimilation and insertion only. Assimilation is a sound change where some phonemes change to be more similar to other nearby sounds. It is a common type of phonological process across language. Assimilation can occur either within a word or between words. Assimilation can happen because of the tongue cannot always move quickly enough to get from one position to other position in order to articulate the next sound, or because our mouth too busy anticipating the following sound. For example is the word thought-provoking. It becomes the thought-provoking. So it is erase the T sound become P sound. And then private balcony become private balcony. So it is erase the T sound and replace with B sound. So it is become private balcony. Then the word proud parents become proud parents. It is erase the D sound and replace with B sound. In general, there are three types of assimilation that can divide. The first is assimilation of place. This occurs when an alveolar sound in word final position is followed across a word boundary by a consonant in word initial position. For example, heat period become hip period. It's erase the T sound and replace with P sound. And then the second is assimilation of manner. It refers to when two different manners of articulation influence each other to form a different type of manner of articulation. For example is good morning become good morning. And the last is assimilation of voice. It illustrates by the pronunciation with thanks become with thanks. As the voice fricative is followed by a voiceless consonant. Assimilation also can divide it into two types based on the distribution of change. The first is progressive assimilation. It happens when the change involves a preceding sound. For example, stand there become stand there. And then the second is regressive assimilation. It is occur when change involves the following sound. For example, bad boy becomes bad boy. And the last material is insertion. Insertion is a process by which one or more sound are inserted into a word or between words. In the insertion word can be vowel or consonant. So, insertion also known as epenthesis. Insertions can happen because of two reasons. The first is preventing cluster of consonants that violate syllable structure constraints in the language, and the second is easing the transition between segments that have multiple incompatibilities. So this is example of insertion like the word hamster can be spoken as hamster, hamster, hamster. So there are addition of p sound, hamster. And then the word dance, dance can be spoken as dance, dance. So it is like add by the t sound, dance, dance, dance. So that's all of my explanation. The last I say, keep healthy and may Allah always bless us. And I'm sorry if there are any mistake. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.